Hyperrealistic drawing are easier to make. I'll show you. They are easier to make than you expect. It looks beautiful, and I'll show you in this video how I went from bad drawings to making a better and hyper realistic drawings. I will start from 2020 till now 2024. The thing is that it's like more of my experience in drawing I'll be sharing with you guys. I'll select drawings that I've already drawn, then show you the technique and the better one to use. So watch as we grow together. So this first drawing I'll be showing you guys is bad for me, because in this drawing I only use one type, this kind of shading, hatching, only hatching for all parts of the drawing. This is a Facebook dancer, something like. I made it on 2020. It's TNDB. It's really bad. I don't advise anyone to use this technique, but let me show you how I even made it. So it was light because I was using only one line to shade, only one direction of line to shade. So you can see it in the drawing. It's light, it's simple, but this is not what I want. I also made the nonsense on this other drawing. Then on this drawing I learned about hatching and cross hatching. I use hatching and cross hatching on this. This is for my client. That was when I was still starting at that 2020. So this is how I did it with hatching and cross hatching, but I was really scared. I don't want to spoil the drawing, so that's why I was making everything look light so that I can be able to correct any mistake if possible. When I make any mistake, that's why it's that light. But don't be afraid of pen drawings, don't be afraid of them, because they are something you can achieve. Also in this drawing of Mazuga bed, I was also scared that I might spoil the work. Then I used light lines to create the hatching and cross hatching, but it didn't give me what I want. I was still looking for more things to do and more technique to do, trying to browse about many things, asking other artists, but they still don't give me what I want. In this other drawing I tried to be more thicker. I wanted to go more thicker, but this time I went a little bit thicker than what I did before. But I don't also like this. This is not what I was looking for. I was looking at some kind of artwork of Oscar. Then I've learned about scribbling. Scribbling is just using your pen to rotate the particular area, making a circular form. This guy I drew, this time I drew Messi. This is bad. It wasn't good at all. Then I thought about point, using dot to create drawings. Let me show you how I use dot to create drawings. It's not good, but I'm just showing you how I did all those stuff. So if you want to make a dot drawing more thicker, you want to shade the thicker place, you bring the dots very closer to each other, trying to create a thick line. But when you are blending to light, you now space out the dots, then you are allowing the white paper to blend into what you are doing. That's how I make this drawing. So it's good, quite alright, it's good, but this is not what I'm looking for. I also do the dot for Cristiano Ronaldo on this drawing, but the drawings are good, they are nice, they are just fair enough. But if you give me this as a student, I won't take it. I'm looking at this kind of drawings. I want to make this kind of artworks. I want to be hyper realistic. That was when this guy was really my nightmare. I was looking at his drawing. I was like, what is it, this what this guy does? How can I achieve it, and how will I achieve it? Then my expectation was way more bigger than all these stuff that I've been making. Although the first person I saw in pen drawing and decided to start trying pen drawing was Chibu Joshua. He was doing simple drawing, very good. He did hyper realistic drawing, but I wanted to go more than him, and I started doing more things more than him, and I got these types of drawing. This is a pen drawing of Lord Lamba. This drawing I use hatching and cross hatching too. This other one I use hatching, cross hatching with dots. If you look where you will see all those dots. I intentionally added them because I wanted to get that skin look and skin texture in the drawing. So this I used hatching, cross hatching, and point on this drawing. It's fair enough, but it didn't give me what I want. I also tried this on the pen drawing of late Queen Elizabeth. As you can see in the drawing look hyper realistic and look beautiful, but it doesn't give me the kind of real skin texture that I look. This one is a simple drawing. I use hatching and cross hatching for this. This is a TikTok celebrity, Baby Pixie. I drew that year 2020, if I'm correct. I don't remember again. So this is just a simple technique, hatching and cross hatching, but this time I made it more thicker. If you look at the lips and at the eyes, I made those more thicker. This other one is a pen drawing of Kiss Daniel. Izana is a Nigerian musician, so I used hatching, cross hatching with point on this other drawing. If you look where at the drawing, you will see those points. I will still get back to the drawing, don't worry. So this is exactly what I did in this drawing. Now look at the point. I simply followed the picture and I added those lines at the neck and all those stuff. I added those lines by looking at the picture. And I always like to convert my pictures to black and white. I advise people, make your picture black and white. Then I get more difficult, I get more hard in drawing. I challenge myself to draw smoke, draw something like money, draw something that seems impossible, but I really made it. And this is how you can draw smoke. Smoke just needs something that is smooth, like you will add shadows, but let there be smoothness in the curves and all those stuff that is giving a smoke vibe. That's just simple as that. You just need to shade very close to each other. That's how I achieved it. I also made this apple with water drops. Water drops, have been getting comments, how can I draw water drops, how can I do this, how can I do this. Water drops are easy to make. Forget all these water drops. It's just that you have to add it one after the other. But water drops is, you need shadows and you need highlight. You just need to blend from the dark part to the light part from the top of the water drop. Then at the bottom you will leave the highlights. That's what makes it water. That's how I use and create all these stuff. I also did that in this other drawing of Coca-Cola. The water drops on the can bottle is the same method. Then the technique I use for the water that splashed is the same method I use for drawing the smoke, just that you need to follow the picture you are drawing. Then I started making more and better drawings. Now this is a drawing of Kylian Mbappe. Here I did hatching, cross hatching and scribbling. I learned about that in this drawing. The hatching, then you use your other pen, you use your pen to cross hatch it, and then you do scribbling. This is scribbling, just using your pen to rotate around this particular place. That's scribbling. But here I was afraid not to make the drawing to be beautiful, that I might spoil the work. That was why I was making it more lighter. That's why you see it's more lighter in the drawing. So if you look where, you will see the hatching and cross hatching, and the reason for the scribbling is to gather those lines together. The lines for you created when making the hatching and cross hatching, you gather them together. You like making it come together, creating a real skin. This is for pen drawing. Pen guys, you need this very much, way more than any other thing. This technique will help you go far, will help you, but you just need to keep practicing and learning more things. Keep practicing, improving yourself in the skills, improving yourself in this kind of art, and then getting better. Now look at this drawing too. I also use that technique for this drawing. Now you choose between the drawings, between the techniques, between other ones that I've been talking about. I've been showing you guys which ones are getting more better. But the issue is that I'm still not yet good in hatching, cross hatching and scribbling. I was still trying more things, getting more knowledge, getting more things about the technique. Then I drew oil, I drew fire, I drew all those stuff with it. Let's keep going to this video. Make sure you just click that like button, and if you are not yet to subscribe to this channel. I've been dropping tutorial videos, close tutorial videos that will be helping you achieve those looks in the drawing. So let's get back to the video. Despite that people pay for this kind of tutorial, but trust me, I'll tell you all the things I learned within these years in just this video. Then I start to make inspirational art. I started to make something that can be used as album cover, or maybe a book cover, something like that. That was why I created this. You can see more inspiration art, more inspiration in the drawing. You can see how it's been blended. So in this drawing is hatching, cross hatching, and I added a little bit of scribbling. I added the scribbling between those dark part that you see. I made this drawing of Purple Speedy. If you know her, a TikTok celebrity, I also used that same method. And in this drawing I did same, But this particular drawing, why it looks like this is because the picture needs to be like this. The details of the drawing needs to be like this. Those lines, those straight line are the cheek. That was how the picture is. So I like doing something exactly as a picture, and I can achieve this when I'm using black and white pictures. The same with this drawing. This is a pen drawing of a US Army. I titled it US Army, the US Army, yeah. So this one is also made with hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling. The details I added are exactly what is in the picture. So I don't like going outside the box. I like doing exactly what is in the picture. That's why it looks like this. Both the jean, both the skin, every stuff have been made with pen. But the technique I used in this drawing that is really good is the hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling. The difference is I'm growing and I'm getting more inspired. I'm getting more knowledge about the technique, and I'm doing it better now. Now look at this other one. Although I made a little bit mistake at the neck, but it still look good. I might correct it later. So this drawing took a lot of time, quite a lot of time, because of the water rules and the water drops, the water on the face. So the secret about this water drop is water drops need shadows. To get those shadows, and you have to see the shadows well. That's why I always talk about black and white pictures. Black and white picture will help you see the shadows well. Then you can follow the picture that you are drawing and create those shadows. Make sure you avoid highlight. Highlight is very important in when you are drawing water, when you are drawing oil, when you are drawing fire. All those highlight is really important. Those white line things you see there are the thing that makes it loose like an oil. Now look at this drawing. This white line, white part you see is what makes it look like a real oil. Now this one also, I tried something very different because I added black pen to the drawing. Although it didn't turn out to be that good, but it's still better. It's still better. They are all improvement and they are all knowledge. I was trying something. I want to make something that can be sell that I can sell. So something that can be purchased. That's why I made this drawing, the black flower. That's what I tweeted that year. This should be 2022, right? Yeah. Oh, that this one is an art contest. It was like an art challenge between me and a pencil artist. That was why I created the drawing. Still good, right? I'm still using hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling. It's just that I'm getting better all this while. And this other one too, hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling. Well, I think I will draw one particular part in this drawing so that we see exactly how it's been done. Let it not just be about talking stage and all those stuff you get. So I will still make a video. Just stick with me about it. So just adding scribbling guys has helped me. Then it was now I remembered what Oscar always said, that scribbling had helped him a lot in all his drawings, and he have made marvelous look with it. So if you can improve yourself with this technique, forget about all those things that other artists have been saying that you cannot do it, or forget about that technique that you have been trying that is not working. I've seen some artists that are using pen, they are using ink to shade, like they will bring out the ink then shade with it like that. It's good, it's a very good something, but you will not get what that hyper realism you will need. You just need to this kind of this technique. It has really helped me, serious. It has helped lots of artists. Many students under me, I've taught them about this. I've got deeper, although they those are paid classes. I can still take you on a paid class too, but that's not what we are saying. If you can improve yourself more in this hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling, you get to know many things and you get to be better as you grow. So let's just draw this part of the drawing. So let me show you how it's been done, not only about talking. So in this part of the body, I will first do my hatching, and this first stage I always call it layers. What are layers? Layers are just like creating the first stage of a drawing before you start making the second stage of the drawing. So at the neck there was a water drop, so make sure you avoid it. Oh, I don't want drawing. So I avoided the water drops when creating the hatching. So when you were done with the hatching, you have to do this cross hatching, that's crossing it to the other side, you get. So you also use the same pressure, the same amount of pressure you applied when making this other part to create this other part, you get. So you are just making the layers first, and when you are done with the cross hatching, you will now do the scribbling. Now watch closely. Scribbling, the first scribbling I'm doing is big. They are not the ones that is detailing it now, they are just like a layers. So I'm making it bigger now so that I can be able to get my layers correctly before I start making the main shading. This is the first stage of a drawing, and you need to know this. You don't just jump into shading, you don't just jump into detailing. You have to create layers. All these things are step by step so that the drawing will look solid and will look real. Look at my hand, you will see that I'm making a light scribbling on top of the hatching and cross hatching I already created. These are layers. Then when you are done with this, then you will start making the redrawing. You can also do hatching on top of it. You can repeat what you just did, or you can just start using scribbling to detail the drawing. That's your own plan, or it depends. Although it depends the kind of picture you are drawing. Let me just show you this picture. This is a picture I'm drawing. This is a picture of the lady I'm drawing. This is a picture of what I'm drawing. You can see that that particular part of the neck is really, really dark, so you will need something more darker. I think I will need to shade this before. I will need to shade this very, very dark before I start doing that, because that particular part of the neck is more darker, so you will need that place to be dark. Not that you won't create scribbling on it, you will, but let it be dark first before you start creating the scribbling on it. So you need to repeat the same process: hatching, cross hatching, and scribbling. Hatching, cross hatching, scribbling. That's how you will get it. You will do it till you get satisfied with the outcome. Once you are getting satisfied with the outcome, you move to the next part. Then you are getting the looks, the designs, and whatever soever that you want. So let's just look at the drawings in the past week. To achieve these all drawings, you can see how I make them from a very bad outcome to a very better outcome. This is what we use, and this is what I use. This is what artists use, and this is the secret behind art. So make sure you like this video and subscribe for more tutorial videos.